Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F2 division. We're here live for round number 11 of the season for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And yeah, this is another week of a very competitive division. And hopefully we can have a better race than last week, if anybody remembers that. I'm still trying to forget it, of what happened. Unfortunately, we had a pit lane glitch that we were all very angry about and all very disappointed about and so on. These guys obviously moved on from it. I will be moving on from it, but yeah, fingers crossed we do not get a similar repeat of last week, because I hope we have a good race. But that out of the way, another chapter in the story of the championship. Sturridge still leads it after last week, but the pack has closed up. The question will be, can he get back onto form? Well, it wasn't his fault, really. Can he get some much needed points to ease the pressure off, or will the pack close even more? We shall see. So, I'm RSF1 Hunt. I will be joined by Mr. Pazuzu, also known as Millsy, at some point. He's just running a little bit delayed, but we'll get him in as soon as possible. And yeah, this should be a fun time. We got 17 drivers. Tornado has retired because he has a qualifying ban, I believe. Yeah, under bright skies for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Gracie Fisher has also retired because I believe he has the exact same thing. A lot of happenings happened from last week. Bear with me, because I'm going to have to invite my co-coms into the party and so on. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Hello, good evening. You alright? Oh. I did both, didn't I? Did I both? Here's another one. Oh, so I'm just been talking to myself for like the next minute or so. Started already. Wow. Hello, Horizon. Yeah, that's the first thing. Pick a car, because that'd be a good start. Okay, good. Ah, I see. Can you let me know when you've included your audio?
I've included
so I don't sound like an idiot. Okay. Right, we need to make sure everyone can hear you. So, say
Hello,
a few things.
testing
Who
1,
are
2,
you?
3. I am RSF1 Pazuzu, aka RSF1 Hunt, RSF1 Patronus.
No. I'm Hunt.
I used to be.
No.
I was Hunt for 1 season.
Oh.
Remember?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Patronus. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Millsy, that was it.
Thank you, Horizon. He can hear 2 people. That's good. Right. Welcome, Millsy.
Thank you very much.
A partnership, me and you, for the rest of the season, hopefully.
As far as I'm aware.
We've had a bit of a shake-up recently, so we have F2 to enjoy. Now, have you watched F2 of the last few weeks? Do you know kind of the tale of the story going on at the moment?
When I'm not finishing work late, yes.
All right. Did you see last week?
No, I didn't, but I do have.
Oh God.
I know. I was a busy boy last week.
No, it's a good thing you did. Good thing, kind of, you didn't see last week. Last week was
Oh no, I
rough.
think I did actually. Didn't like half a good
Yeah.
not finish.
Um. Yeah, we had a pit lane glitch, which was fun.
Ooh,
You know,
no, okay, maybe I didn't see it then. What was that all about?
stuff happened. Horizon's car. You know when you just that's it. You just want to, retire from the race. Had enough. So he
Yeah.
retired in the pits. His AI car came out and stopped, and it was solid.
Oh my
So
gosh.
then Legends and Cornish pitted and got stuck behind it when everybody else was carrying on. So they were like 2, 3 laps behind. It
Oh
then
my.
sorted itself up by which point their races were ruined. And bearing in mind, Legends is a championship contender, was in line to win when Sturridge,
When that
no,
all
potentially
happens.
win. Yeah,
Yeah, you can never
bearing in
know
mind,
around Hungary. Until you cross that line, you never know what's going to happen. These curbs are.
you
These
never know what's going to
curbs.
happen for any week.
I know. No, especially the curbs around here are lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, Sturridge is our championship leader going forward, and he's actually just exiting the pits now. We've had a few retirements already, mainly because I believe that Crazy Fish and Tornado have qualifying bans going into this race. Because again, yeah, last week was a bit rough. Yeah, as I said before you joined Millsy, I'm just hoping for a much more smoother race, much more
Yes.
entertaining one. Because it did. Because problem was it's kind of split the pack up as well in that race as well, when it was all building up very nicely. So
Well, to be quite honest, Hungary always provides a good race anyway because it's so hard to overtake it. Everyone, you get your little packs of bunches of people. You know, you like train at the front usually consists of about 4 or 5 people, and then you got your mid pack, and then unfortunately, and it always happens, people that have to pit on that one
hmm
because it's so tightly packed around here. But I love this
yeah,
track.
yeah. This is one of my favorites as well. It's very technical. Um, the only problem I have on this game, Millsy, is obviously in last year's game you had what
Ooh,
was it, turn 9, that right hander where you got the ultra spin curb.
yes.
Now you've got like 4 or 5 at this track with this game. The way they've reprofiled tires and curbing,
Well,
it's
it makes me laugh actually because this is the last season on this game. And
mm,
if we have anything like real life at the moment on the next game, floor effect is going to be so effective that you're almost going to want to not hit the curbs because you're
mm,
going to want to run the car as low as possible, so you want to avoid the curbs. But that's the next game.
the next game and the next cars, and we're looking forward to it.
I am.
Maybe, maybe I don't know.
But
I'm not sure yet.
the next game has been made specifically for the next gen consoles, so I'm hoping for a lot more big
It's still going to
bug fixes.
come out in the old gen, right? It's not going to be specifically, like, exclusively for next gen, is it? Because if it is,
I'm not 100% sure, but I do recall them saying that the next game will be more focused on new gen. Like,
yeah.
because I know from because I've got a new gen, the Series S. I know that
hmm
somebody that used to be in the league was playing on the old gen, and when he got the new gen, he was telling me all the differences, and there's certain things like when you go to the main menu, it doesn't Crofty isn't talking or something like that. There
Yeah.
isn't a picture and stuff like this. So it's probably going to be maybe the same thing.
For me personally, I think if they make it exclusively for next gen consoles, it would be suicidal for their fan base.
Not
Because
if they
let's
bring
be
in
honest,
crossplay,
as in
as in
Xbox and PC.
and PlayStation.
Uh, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Again, no.
you look at all
Again, no.
successful games, and they're all cross-platform,
Yeah.
and
Again,
most
no.
of
They
them are
would
free
lose.
to play.
They would lose a lot of fans though. And can
Oh,
they afford that?
definitely. I don't
Can they
think they
afford
can
that?
afford that, but I think they
No.
can afford it if it goes cross-platform.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we'll see. Because
I hope not. I hope that the old gen can run it because it will be losing a lot of people that we know as well.
yeah. I mean, look at FIFA. FIFA is arguably one of the most profitable brands ever, and they haven't gone to next gen exclusive yet. So
Wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Don't touch the
That's
dirty games.
That's in the future. This is right now, and Mr. Ben's about to cross the line to get 15.6. Championship leader Storage is already in the low 15s, Millsy, and that is ridiculous pace. Because I saw F1 last night, they were touching in the 14s, of course, as you'd expect. I would have said anything lower than a 15.5 here, and you're right up at the front. But Storage is just showing as he's been doing lately, showing the pace.
If you want to pick the 15 fives, I mean that's the bottom four, but top four under that. Yeah, I mean
yeah,
still
15.5 average, I would have said.
Got Horizon that's on a lap. Tornado, I don't want to. I think Tornado has a quali ban.
I'm pretty sure he does. I
Crazy Fish, I'm not too sure
glimpsingly.
about. Let me have a look about Crazy.
There was a lot of stuff from last week, not just the whole pit lane glitch. There was a lot of stuff that needed to be sorted out. Okay. Purple first sector for Horizon. Last few weeks, Millsy, actually, story of qualifying. Storage has been up there still. Legends is there. Two Haas drivers, Hudson and Horizon, have been flirting with pole positions and wins over the last few weeks.
Well, I mean, he's up there. He's in third at the moment, Hudson.
Horizon.
Lucky Horizon. Did you see what he tried to do, though?
Yes.
Cheeky.
The whole cheeky, I'm going to go wider than I'm going.
Yeah, because usually, if you go wider, if you don't go off the back on 7 out of 10 times, they let you get away with it. A tip out there for everyone.
Yeah.
Nice
Often summing it up perfectly from our conversation about the Series X and, the next gen. Not everyone can afford a next gen.
Yeah, but I bought my next gen for £50. Brand new.
Love to know how.
And I've already told you. I told you when I got the deal. It was a deal about a year ago at Game. And if you trade in your old gen, you get like a price knocked off the new gen. And I took in my Xbox One X, and they knocked off £200. And the Series S is only £250.
See, I've only got an Xbox, regular Xbox One.
Yeah, they were knocking off like £150 for one of them. And then you only had to pay. And do you want to know the funny thing? In theory, I've only paid £20 for my Xbox Series S because I had to take the controller back last week, and it's still under warranty because it had stick drift. And I was like, look, I'll just swap it for this, and they gave me a £30 voucher, gift card.
Jeez.
So I only paid £20 for mine.
Right. We have 3 minutes 50 left. We've still got Quirky and Horizon. So you have to set a lap.
Horizon's pitting. He's invalidated his last 2 fast laps, unfortunately.
The thing is, they both need to set a lap, because the way this qualifying works, we've known this for years, you've still got to set, even if it's like a 1 minute 30, just to get ahead of the guys that retired.
Technically, Horizon has set a time. It's just an invalid time. So, and I know that there is a rule saying that you have to go out if there's only 15 blah blah.
Yeah.
Technically he's gone out, he's done a lap, he's set a time, it's just not a valid lap time. Now obviously if Quirky goes ahead of Tornado, then Horizon's gonna get knocked out. He needs to set a time to get through. I think he should
as well, Quirky. He's on a pretty fast lap, purple middle sector.
Yeah. Quirky's not a slow driver.
No. 15.6. Right up to 5th. Nice, so we're just waiting on Horizon. As we do that, I'm just going to quickly go through the standings, because as I mentioned, everything closed up at the top through the shenanigans of last week. So Storage still leads, but he has now a 6-point lead over Legends, because Legends obviously had that debacle in the pit lane, so he couldn't gain on Storage with Storage's DNF.
Okay.
Gained was CRF1 Ben, who is now 6 points behind on 98. And then you have Mr. Pigeon Munch, who also closed up with the win last week on 97 points.
Oof.
And then you got Legends on 91. And then you can even not count out Grunty and Crazy Fish on 84 points each. And then you've even still got Hudson on 79 and Quirky on 65. So these guys...
You lucky boy. Yeah, sorry.
These guys, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers still technically in it. I mean, the rest mathematically are, but after Quirky, there's like a 30-odd point gap. So yeah,
I mean, you can't
all closed up.
You can't count Grunty out.
No.
You know, Grunty's a good, solid driver. On his day, he could be right up there. There's Horizon going
Right,
for a
what
little.
the hell are you doing? Set a lap.
I hope that hasn't invalidated his next lap.
No, that's a Forza thing. You know, if you only go wide at the last corner.
Well, yeah, it's a Forza thing, isn't it?
The Forza, no, Forza 7. When you qualify in Forza 7, if you went, so if you imagine this, if you went off even past the white line, even if you slowed down, if you go off in the entirety of the last sector of this track, your next lap would be invalid also. That's how Forza works, it.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
Here we go.
Yes. Gapfung Quirky Turtle on 65 is then Cornet Star on 33. CW is on 29 with Matty on 26, Cornish on 25, Tornado on 21.
I'm getting no purple or green or yellow sectors here, so I don't know if this is any good or not.
Just set a lap Horizon, that's all you need to do. Evo on 15, Hobnomovich on 10, I is the best on 10, Tribot on 2, Rippin' One Shot, who is here tonight. Hopefully he can get off the mark, because he is yet.
Purple second sector. I've got a colour that time.
Constructors, meantime, Williams still lead, they're 174. Alfa Romeo on 143, closely followed by Mercedes 133. Well, Rate has Horizon crosses the line, doesn't need to do much, and he does. Set the lap. We go through to Q2. Aston Martin 128, AlphaTauri 123, Ferrari 117, Haas on 99, and then I think there's like a freeway scrap for whoever doesn't finish last, because you've got McLaren on 35, Alpine on 33, and Red Bull on 31. So those three teams not having the best of times, but at least they're in a battle with two others. I get a little black screen.
Yeah, same here.
Things are going to go wrong again.
But now this is where it gets serious. Because now every lap counts.
I was going to mention about this track, Millsy. I don't know whether you've done any practice yet around Hungary for this week. I did a little bit of practice earlier. I left off about 5 minutes because I realised I need a bit more time than this. I feel like this track...
Ooh, very overcast.
Is it raining?
Yes, it is, actually.
Oh, did I see a drop?
Yes, it is. It is raining.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Get
go.
out.
Oh, I love these types of races. I love them. I hope it's like this in the race.
First.
Can't go wrong with a nice Hungarian race in the wet.
Well, we're going to have mixed conditions qualifying by the looks of it. Ben is out first, followed by an Alfa Romeo. Oh, is that slithering behind? Yes, it is. Now this, I believe you've been in this situation before. Yep. I have as well.
You just need to set a lap.
And if you invalidate, you're in trouble.
If you invalidate, then if it's raining heavy enough, then that's it. Your lap's wasted. You might as well go in and slap inters on. But if you can set a lap, no matter how slow, usually it's going to be faster than an inter run. Usually. Not always.
You see in that middle sector, look at the pack of cars, the two AlphaTauris, a Mercedes, a Red Bull.
I mean, I'm riding on board with Pigeon at the moment.
Things can get a little bit feisty, especially that mid-pack. You don't want to be in dirty aerospace. Look like Hudson right behind Sturridge as well.
Oh, Quirk is off. He's back on. Don't know if that was intentional.
Slithering right up the gearbox of Ben. Nobody wants to give up track position. This is going to get a little bit... Interesting, there's an
that was
Alpine.
cheeky.
Was that an Alpine nipping past someone there?
He
Look
was
at it all in the last
jumping the
sector.
queue. He was jumping the queue, cheeky boy.
The RS is still active, but set of added lap. You've got Slytherin, who's going to be in the dirty air of Ben as they go through. Someone's into the pits. That's Grunty in the pits. Was there damage in all that?
I think Grunty might have went into the back of one shot. So unfortunately, it looks like that might be it for Grunty. Also, talk about next game. What are your thoughts on the new qualifying changes in Q2?
Interesting. Very interesting. It's still early days to make me think like it's a good thing.
Do you know what I want?
I think.
Give me back qualifying on hards.
On.
Remember when we used to
They
be
could
able to
do for that
qualify
next
on
game.
all 3 sets of tyres?
Yeah. I'm surprised why they didn't have it in this one.
They didn't have it in the last one either.
No. You wouldn't even. Now you can't even select how many tyres you're going to get.
No, I know. So what's the even point
Yeah.
about giving us the option to select? Have you ever thought about that? Why give us the option to select? It even says, you know, it gives you the arrows to click either side, but you just can't anyway.
We're in the 18s. Look how slow they are. But Sturridge has gone quicker on 18.2. Hudson on the mediums. Quicker than Ben.
Yeah,
Within one shot goes quicker. Jump in the queue worked for him.
See, with him setting a lap on soft, that makes me think, is it raining in the race? Because that's...
There's too many. Cornish managed to... Look at that. Quirky and Cornish are 5.27 and Ben on a 5.37.
Have you seen the massive train? Coming up to the end of Sector 1.
Right, the conditions are still... I mean, they're getting slightly worse, but there's still dry tyres, Millsy. But I think every lap you go around, you're just going to get slightly worse.
Definitely. Oh, Matty's off and Hudson's off. I don't know if he's just letting people past.
Who's in danger? Pigeon Munch is out at the moment. Last week's race winner is in 11th, being displaced by his teammate.
Brunty's back out. He's just about to finish his out lap. He's the only one not to have set time. He's on mediums. Which says to me that it's not going to be raining in the race.
Anybody finding improvements? I don't think they are.
I don't think they will do now. I think it's a bit too wet. But you never know.
Yeah, everybody's backing off. Slytherin's tired. It's just Grunty to go.
Too wet.
And look at look at the track.
Yeah, you can start to see puddles.
Grunty.
Not puddles, but you know what I mean.
Grunty, knowing Grunty, we've known Grunty for a very long time. He is going to be seething in that cockpit.
Yes, he will be. Purple first sector though. I mean, this does look pretty smooth so far.
All because we've been one shot was being a bit cheeky.
Yep.
And obviously damage must have been caused there.
But I don't think there's actually a rule to stick in line. I know it's a gentleman's agreement in real life. Oh, and he's invalidated.
Oh, Grunty, no! In serious trouble. I think if he'd finished this lap, he'd be alright. But look at the track conditions. He can't. He's sliding about all over the place.
He's got to go in and set into the zone.
Does he carry on though? Because Inters, there's no way he's beating like I don't know,
this
19.5.
sector 3 slippy. Come on, Grunty. Go on, Grunty. I'm not even an Aston Martin driver, but
I think he's in a world above it, to be honest, because
a
few slight mistakes, but that was a 1 minute 22.
I know I'd be fuming. But I mean, I would have done what one shot would have done as well. To be quite honest, you can't. Not saying that he was hanging around or anything, but you just need to get and set that lap.
Yeah. Matty confirmed. Grunty is seething at ripping in the party, apparently.
I can confirm Grunty is seething. Yep, I can imagine.
I did see the thing from Orphan earlier confirming that next game is on all consoles.
Yes, I've seen that as well.
It's a relief, to be honest. That's at least one more season I could take part in.
I just think go on their website. I think it's all there anyway.
Yeah. They don't have the fan base. The only games that could maybe go next gen exclusives if they have huge fan bases.
Actually,
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the official F1 2022 manager game?
You know what? Yes.
I've been waiting 3 years for this. It should have come out last year, but it was put back because of COVID.
Granty. Granty's not doing it.
No.
He's 5 seconds off what he needs to be.
The thing is, though, as soon as you get riled, you lose all composure, you lose everything.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well have not practiced, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you make silly little mistakes. But
the
saying
worst,
that,
the
though,
worst
he
thing...
didn't make any mistakes then.
No, he's just a victim of wrong place, wrong time, really, because if he weren't there,
Unfortunately,
one
yes.
shot wouldn't have done what he did.
I've been in that situation.
Hmm.
But he's still got the race.
Other big surprise, Pigeon, as I mentioned, last week's race winner, edged out by his own teammate. Of course, his teammate isn't going to slow down for a Pigeon, but still, bit of a surprise. Mr. Hopnomovich, back after 1 or 2 weeks of absence, he's safely through in the Q3 as well.
It's an interesting name, that.
I just called him Hobnob for short, because he used to be... he used to be in Tier 5, actually, and then he was too quick for Tier 5. He was initially going to go to Tier 4.
Hobo?
No.
Was it Hobo? There was a Hobo
no.
there, wasn't there?
There was, yeah, but it's not him.
Okay.
So he didn't initially used to be an F5. He was too quick for F5 after a few weeks of discovery. So he was going to go to F4. He can't do F4. He can't do F3. He's been to F2 because it's the only day he can do.
Oh, yeah. Just to say, as it stands right now, Rip in One Shop, Hobnob, and Matty are going through to the race on the softs.
That's not what I've got.
What? I've got first and second and 10th on softs.
I've only got 5th, 6th and 7th on mediums and the rest softs.
Wait. Let me put my best on. Yeah, no, best. Yeah, first, second and 10th. Let me take a picture and send it you on Discord.
You probably got the right one and I got the wrong one.
I don't know.
Just wait till the race, I guess. There's a Horizon's doing a little bit of entertaining slides, I think. Doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, he's got 14th. Just waiting at this point. 5 minutes of waiting. Let's make Q3 interesting. Because I don't think these guys have had a wet qualifying yet, so I don't know the pecking order when it gets a little moist.
Don't say that word, please.
Okay, sorry. We got a few minutes of discussion. So this season's F1, obviously. Let's talk about briefly. Obviously, this season that we've got in RSF1 at the moment. Obviously, we've still got 2 tracks that we didn't face last season. We've got Monza and the Netherlands to return to at some point. There's a Horizon showboating. What do you think, Monza and Netherlands? I'm more excited about Monza than I am Netherlands.
I'm with you on that one.
The last corner of Netherlands is... I don't like it anymore.
Ooh.
I used to.
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I've not... the Hawaii.
Right,
yeah, he's
there you go.
I don't know what it is about this game, but I've just seemed to have had no pace on this game. Well, that's how it feels anyway.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the game, but hoping the next game brings more fortune for me.
And I've enjoyed this season's racing as well. I mean, my own personal season isn't going as well as I hoped. I've had 1 podium in the opening round, which was originally 6th and then rectified to 3rd. But apart from that, not been very good.
You've done better than me, pal. Better than me.
Yeah. At least I could win constructors at this very, very early stage still. Be an Eagle and Mercedes. At least something. Um, Real life though. First 2 rounds. I mean, all good so far, Millsy. I mean, depending who you support, obviously, but in general, it still it's still an open debate for me whether the cars are better to follow. You know, better racing.
Oh,
But
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I think the key for me, though, I think we need to go to a track where overtaking was difficult before. Now we see whether it's any better, if that makes sense. Because Bahrain, you can't give judgment because Bahrain always been a good race.
If you want to make the fan debate, just get rid of Monaco.
Yeah, there is that. Even Jeddah last year had overtaken, didn't it? Did you have more this year? Maybe. Oh God, it's chucking it down.
Oh wow! I would say we had a lot more close fighting. Last season we had, after 5-10 laps, we had gaps of like 2-3 seconds apart from cars. This season we didn't. Like from what I've seen so far, and from what all the drivers says, like that you can follow a lot easier.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the next round? It's Melbourne, isn't it? It's the revamped Melbourne. It's in a couple of weeks, isn't it? Oh,
yes.
I'd imagine so.
It is.
Yeah, they need to get out of Jeddah before going to there. But that's a whole different story. I'm not getting into that.
Well, they're having issues getting out of Jeddah.
Well, you know the story, Millsy. Please tell me you do, because otherwise, I don't want to get wrapped up in that.
About the missiles, the drone,
etc., etc. Yeah. Very difficult situation. Again, let's hold my own little opinions on that one. But there was a race, nothing happened, so good. Get out of there, and in my view, never come back. But that's a whole different debate.
Fortunately, money talks. Hence why we're still in Monaco.
Yeah.
The next race is the 8th of April to the 10th of April. So the race is the 10th, which is 12 days away.
A week after this one. The revamped Melbourne circuit, which I've seen videos about. It looks pretty good.
I've not seen any videos, but I remember seeing the layout that was around, about 6 months ago? That we all
when you can, I think F1 must have posted it on their YouTube thing at some place. If you can find it, all the highlights videos and everything. They've done a few updates on it. Daniel Ricciardo's talking about it and so on. It does look very interesting.
Nice.
Often we don't know whether it's raining for the race yet, but it is in Q3. Q3 is underway. CRF1 Ben is about to start, or is already up to turn 3.
This is close to wet. There's puddles on the track and everything.
The rain coming down as well.
Right, so who's on the lap? Ben.
Oh, Ben, grip. This track in the wet changes. All of a sudden becomes very fiddly, doesn't it? Yep. It's fiddly anyway, but brakes, Ben, no.
How's that not invalid? Get out of it, game.
He's lost so much time now. It's almost like he has.
And he's still going for it.
Honourable man, I think you're right. I think
he's still going for it. You can't set this lap, Ben. You can't set that. You full on cut that corner.
I mean, would you?
No.
You hesitated. You would.
Yeah, I did hesitate, but I wouldn't. I'd feel guilty. I really would if I set this lap. You still would
set the lap? If it gets you a pole, why not? 28.0, and is it quicker than Matty? Yes, it is. 28.4. Is that the Williams behind him, Mr. Sturridge, who's invalidated? All that could be bad for him. Oh, there we go. Hudson's gone quicker. 27.7, 27.6 from Legends. Aston Hobnovic goes second, 10th behind. So Ben still ended up 5th out of all that.
Yeah.
Despite making up his own track, by the looks of that.
Making up his own track, you know. I would say that was definitely the correct description for that.
think we're in a very similar situation in Q2, Melzi. I think these first 2 laps are only going to be the best ones, and that's it.
Yeah, it's definitely
getting heavier.
getting heavier. I mean, puddles are getting bigger. I would say it's probably wet now.
Quirky edges ahead of Ben.
Where's Storage? Is he still going? Yeah, he's still going for a lap.
Very damaging for Storage at the moment.
Is there purple in sector 2?
Mm-hmm.
Nice and smooth. Nice early shift.
I was going to say, before we start Q3, Legends is currently on a roll of... oh no, Storage got pole position last week because he broke the 2-in-a-row streak of Legends. Looks like it's going to be another battle again. Here comes Storage.
This looks good.
7-8.
It's very smooth, but I only caught the last sector. Oh,
Legends improves. 27-3.
Fortunately, Mercedes ain't that fast as shit.
Blame the engine.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of both aerodynamics and engine mode.
All mate.
All Mercedes cars are at the bottom of the bloody grid.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes just fucking draggy as anything.
Yeah, with one shot edges ahead of Cornish and Matty to go 8th.
6 races. Oh, Ben spun.
Oh. Is that the exit of turn 9? I think that is.
Just invalidated this lap. No,
I say Cornish is doing a Ben.
Give Mercedes 6 races.
Yeah. By 6 races, they could be well behind. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, they're out of contention for any championship this year.
Don't say that yet. It's round 2 of 23,
like
is it?
They were a second long. Hamilton and his car was a second slower a lap. That's a lot of finding. But Russell has said that. What's happened?
Storage nearly binned it in the pit lane as he went in. I think this is full wets.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Although I say that, Quirky's found 2 tenths somehow in the first sector. It's the only person that is going quicker. Oh, the traction, he's not getting it at all. I still haven't done a hot lap yet.
We've been too busy chatting.
Other discussions.
We've been chatting. Hey, look, we're a new partnership. We need to gel.
Oh, hello, half a second. He's actually on
second sector.
Shut my mouth. The track was getting worse, and Quirky Turtle's on for front row.
He gets half a second. He'll get second. Bit wide, bit of oversteer coming out of that corner.
If I remember rightly, in F3 last season, whenever it would rain, Quirky Turtle was really quick. He's showing it, and goes second. Lost a couple attempts. Still got in the front row. Knocks Storage, his teammate, to 5th. Warnish is validated, because of course he has. Alright. Numovic. That's a weird sound. Severin just slower than his original lap.
Div 2 hates me. What's that?
No, they hate your car. Because of what he did last week, which wasn't his fault. It was his car's fault.
Gosh,
but it was also the game's fault. It was also technology's fault.
Codemasters should do. They should bring out the new Haas livery, because I swear down, the new Haas livery looks so much better than the one with the Russian flag all over it.
Yeah.
Just white.
Wait, wasn't it?
Looks great.
Wasn't it? We got a recent update, didn't we? Today. That'll be the white Red Bull. And nobody's picked it. Yeah, they brought the white Red Bull back.
What, back?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was nice though.
Demand for it.
It was a nice livery.
Yeah.
And I ain't no fucking Red Bull fan. That's all I'm gonna say. Real life anyway.
I don't want to be that guy though, but there are a few issues with this game, and does a white livery Red Bull count as a thing that needs to be changed or implemented?
No. I think there's certain bugs that we've had for a fair few games now that could do with being fixed instead of liveries.
But they're not going to do it because they're focusing on the next game. We're just, oh, we're gonna treat you by giving it a white Red Bull, which is a shame because nobody has picked it tonight. Oh, it's for the player card, not for the Red Bull. Well, that's pointless then. Wait, okay. Anyway, Cornish goes up to 5th, knocking Sturridge to 6th now. Sturridge is on the 3rd row. Okay, so why give the white Red Bull for just the player card then?
Well, the multiplayer card.
I think like the whole My Team thing and the multiplayer, but you can't do it in when we use these cars. Huh. Okay. Good, I guess. I guess it kind of makes sense because the white livery Red Bull is kind of a license thing, so if they take it off, then the game has to take it off as well. But I don't know. Really don't know. Sturridge not finding time. There's a minute and a half to go. Sturridge on a bit pressure. He's got his championship, or one of his championship contenders, 5 places ahead of him, and he's middle of the top 10, which could be troublesome if he stays there. Crosses the line and no, does not improve. Ben half a second up. Upper middle sector. Hudson takes pole away from Legends by just over a 10th. Track maybe... Millsy, is the rain stopping?
I'd say it's lighter. I'd definitely say it's lighter, but it looks lighter anyway.
Ben's found a bit of time. Cornish has gone up to 3rd meantime, and 27.3.
Sector 2.
Track is improving. Track is steadily improving. If you're last across the line, I also think those that have been on... I think those that have been on several laps, like Cornish, Quirky and Severin, I don't think are going to be in a good position. They may not have the tyres left. Quirky pole, 26. Who's going to be last across the line? I think he was. Yeah, he was. And ahead of him is actually Legends. So Legends is going to be the last one, apart from Quirky, but I think Quirky ran out of fuel. Here comes Sturridge to go just quicker than Quirky, but the times are going to drop. Cornish next, 3 tenths up. And he takes pole away.
Go on, Cornish.
Here comes Hudson, who improves, but not enough. Stays 4th.
Quirky's out of fuel.
Mattis goes to 5th. Obnomovich.
I think he's out of fuel anyway.
2nd. Cornish still on pole. No, Ben takes it away from him. 26.2. Is there anybody left? It's Legends and Quirky.
Come on, Legends. Actually, that's sounded really bad.
The Legends to spoil Ben's party. Both championship contenders. Is Legends going to be... I don't think he is. He doesn't know.
Second though.
Edges out Cornish by 5 thousandths of a second, but it is CRF1 Ben who takes pole.
Can I get an engine check on that Ferrari, please?
Wow.
6 tenths. FIA, please.
Can we get a hack check? Did he cut the chicane again? So we gained the time. We're joking.
I don't know, I wasn't watching.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Get this man drug tested, please.
Legends sneaking ahead of Cornish. Hobnomovich just ahead of Sturridge.
Jokes
Sturridge ended up 5th out of all that.
Jokes aside, great lap by Ben.
Massive lap.
6 tenths. Was not expecting that.
You know why it's also very massive? Finishes like this, which it won't. Imagine if it does. Imagine if actually we had a league race where everybody stayed where they were.
That'd be so boring.
Anyway,
All Ben has to
significance.
do is place his car in the middle of the track after turn one, and you're
Yeah.
good.
My point
That's
is,
it.
if it finishes like this, he will take the championship lead. That's what I was
Oh, actually,
trying
yeah.
to say.
I see what you
See,
mean by
yeah.
how big it is.
See
Yeah.
what I mean?
Maybe Ben's on a charge.
Yeah. Because, well, you look at this. Look at it this way as well. You got Ben, you got Legends, and you got Sturridge in the top 5. All 3 of them going for the championship. They're going to be slightly cautious-ish.
In the words of Hunt, he always likes a freeway.
Yeah.
Remember when you said
Then,
that?
yeah. No, that's Cornish. That's That's not me.
I'm talking a couple of games ago. In a different league, I think it was.
Jeez. Cornish said that last season, Silverstone.
How did he?
Better than a 2-way instead of 3-way. And
Not
anyway,
wrong.
anyway, what I'm saying is, so those 3, they're going to be cautious-ish because they got a championship to think about. They're right in the business end, right? But in between them, you got Cornish and Hobnomovich, who technically, because of where they are in the standings, they haven't had a very good season. They're going to go for it, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
They're
definitely.
going to
What they've got to lose.
be involved. I'm looking
I
at
mean,
the race
let's
director,
be
Millsy.
honest. I mean, let's be honest. Who cares about second in the championship?
That's loser.
Constructors. Exactly.
Ah,
Very sorry.
terrible.
So.
look in 11th. Look what tyres he's got on.
Nice.
Hard tyres. Pigeon.
You can take them all the way to the end after lap 2 or lap 1.
So why
Saying
just
that.
starting on them now?
Probably start them so you can finish on a sauce. Because later on you
Awful off the start.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to need to have to warm them up correctly.
Yeah.
And very thoroughly.
Obviously, even though we had a dry to wet Q2, because people already set their dry times in Q2, so those that did that on softs, which in the end was Hobnomovich, Matty, and One Shot. The rest are on mediums. So Hobnomovich off the start, it's got to be at least second, I would say, by the end of lap 1. He has the tyres to do so, obviously. Matty's going to make positions, as does Whipping One Shot. I'd say the person to watch, Millsy, is probably Grunty in 15th. He's going to be aggressive, probably in that mindset that he has.
I'm currently in the kitchen. What tyres Grunty starting on?
Medium tyre looks of it. Oh, you're not seeing the screen. For 15 seconds. Crazy Fish is on hards at the moment. Horizon in 14th on the softs. Everybody else outside the top 10 is on mediums currently.
Back the correct call.
Am I going to have to do formation lap?
Yes, please. Unfortunately.
Okay. Hey, cool. What you making? That's in your kitchen. I'm assuming you're making something.
Oh yeah, nice strong builder's cup of tea.
Okay. My cup of tea is already half down and it's warm. I like
if I'm
it.
being honest,
Anyway.
I thought I had more time. But
Yeah. Right, so 17th is Crazy Fish in the Alfa Romeo. He's starting on the hard tyres. Could be interesting moving forward, but he has the capability. Obviously, he had a qualifying ban from Silverstone. See what he can do. Tornado also qualifying ban from last week. Both of them really need to have a clean slate this week, but he starts 16th on the medium tyres. 15th is Grunty in the Aston. Obviously got caught up by Whipping One Shot in Q2. Starts on the mediums. Hopefully he has a level head on him. We'll see what happens. Horizon on the soft tyres, interestingly. He wants to be aggressive. Starts on 14th in the Haas. 13th is Cornet Star in the mediums in the Alpine. 12th is CW26 in the mediums on the Red Bull. 11th is Pigeon Munch, one of the championship contenders. Got caught out in Q2 just. Who would have known where he would have ended up if he made it into Q3. But he starts 11th on a fresh set of hard tyres. It'll be interesting to see how he ends up. Ripping One Shot, Alpine on the soft tyres in 10th. 9th is Slytherin in the Alfa Romeo on mediums. 8th is Massey in the AlphaTauri on the soft tyres. Then the next 3 on mediums, you've got Hudson in 7th in the Haas. 6th is Quirky Turtle on the Williams. And 5th is Sturridge, championship leader, also in the Williams. Mr. Hobnomovich hasn't had many points this season. Can he get a good haul here? Starting on the soft tyres, can he get into the front 2 positions at the end of the first lap in the Aston Martin? He's 4th place. Then the top 3, Mr. Cornish in the McLaren in 3rd, Legends in 2nd on the mediums, and CRF1 Ben, which I believe is first pole of the season in the Ferrari, the lone Ferrari in pole position. On the outside line, he's got to get a good start, otherwise Legends is going to be on the inside of him, and is Cornish, and we're just about ready to go.
I'm watching from the back.
We need to get a good camera angle about this. Not going to help. Right, here we go for 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go in Division 2. What a start for Cornish. He's going to split the 2 leaders on the front row, but he's not going to get the drive initially. It's 3 wide between the leaders into turn 1. Who's going to yield? It is Legends who gets into the lead. And they've all stayed as they are. There's a car that's gone flying off.
Who's that? I think that's Crazy Fish on the hards. I think he's
Cornish
at the back.
and Ben still side by side. Ben just edges in front. You've got the Aston of Hobnomovich is still up in 4th ahead of Sturridge. As they all try to settle in the position. Sturridge and Hudson side by side. Meanwhile, the edge of turn 8, I believe that is. So Hudson is splitting the 2 Williams drivers as Ben is all over the back of Legends to try to regain the lead. Legends has cut the chicane. Sure, he's got to get that position back. But they're still side by side. And Ben edges across. Takes the lead.
Oh, CW's half spun. He's in the wall. I think he has damage. Yes, he has no wing.
Oh, that's
Him and Horizon made contact.
I'll start in every which way possible. Pigeon is trying to, well, Sliverin up on the inside of Quirky Turtle, and then you've got Pigeon Munchers up on the inside of Sliverin. What a frantic start from F2. And apart from CW, a very clean one, Millsy, but action all over the place.
Yep. Hey, Crazy Fish is kept to the back of a Tornado.
Sturridge has got to run on Hobnomovich. Hobnovich's tyres are not giving him the grip that he wants, and Sturridge on the medium tyres has just flown up the inside of it, turn 1, and takes 4th place away from him. Yellow flags, Cornet starts at a spin into turn 1, and there's contact between the Haas and Aston. I don't know what's going on with Hobnomovich, Millsy, but even though he's on the softs and the rest of mediums, he's dropping backwards.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now. He's not under any pressure. Yeah, not really.
Oh, Pigeon! What's happened to Pigeon? He's dropped back on the hards, but he's just been shuffled out, I think. I made a mistake.
Someone's going slow. Ripping one shot. He's going really slow. Don't know why.
Oh, Cornet star's out.
He's got damage.
Virtual. So the 2 Alpines having a big trouble. Cornet Star is out on the edge of the chicane. How's he?
I don't know.
Has he retired in the wall from there? That's a shame for Cornet Star. We would get to breathe a little bit.
He's probably hit the inside sausage of the first one, and it's just threw him into the wall.
Hobnomovich in the pits. Matty also.
See if he's got any. Makes sense. Cheap.
Oh, he did
cheap
that
pit stop with wing damage as well.
Yeah.
He's gone to hards. Plus,
Matty as well.
Hudson with the wing change. Matty as well.
Oh, Pigeon double stacking. Oh, this is not a good start for Pigeon.
With wing change. Yep, every single one that pitted for a wing change. There's something happens.
This is not a good start to the race for Pigeon at all. It was very unfortunate to be knocked out in Q2, but the race, only on lap 3, it's a long, long way to go, but down there's Hudson gets a drive through. So easy to do.
Just stay in, lads. One safety car, you're back in it. Unless you get that.
Horizon, Grunty, Tornado and Fish up 7 places from the start. Has kept out of trouble. They're in the top 10. Decent start already, Millsy. This is going a lot better than last week. Well,
I wouldn't know what happened last week because I didn't
no.
watch it, but what? Who was that?
Hmm?
Someone just cut the chicane massively.
Been someone at the back. Legends had a decent run at the last corner, pressurising Ben at the moment for the lead of the race. They're edging away from Cornish a little bit. Then got Sturridge with a gap.
Ripping one shots, just messing about.
Oh, CW's off. Another virtual. No, full safety car. CW and Red Bull out at the very fast. What turn is that? That's at the end of the middle sector, Millsy. That's a very easy place to crash. But he has gone. Safety car called. So do you reckon any of these guys are going to pit? Is it too early, maybe?
I mean, Ripping one shot's just pitted and retired. I don't know why. Safety car's just come out.
Hmm.
But yeah, his car's now stopped in the pit lane, and it's solid. So, don't.
Oh no, not that.
Don't box.
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh, that's it. Okay, box.
I know they probably fixed that with that little patch that we've had.
I hope so, because that car was sat there for a while then. Solid.
They didn't mention it. The only person I would maybe pit. Oh, Legends. Oh no, he was thinking trying to dummy everyone, but no, it didn't work. The only person maybe would be Horizon, possibly get out of the softs, but
I would have.
Losing trap position. Crazy Fish is in on the hards. That's amazingly
That's
too
probably for
early.
another set of mediums.
Mm.
Any wing damage?
Now you said the hards can go to the end from lap 2, right?
Yeah, no wing change. Yeah, but they're very slow.
Would anybody maybe take the gamble from, say, here?
Maybe. They would have pitted by now.
Hmm.
And the only one that probably is going to go for it is Hobnob.
Hudson on the hards. He's on 14th. Nothing to lose. Yeah, these three at the start. Ben, Legends, and Cornish 3 wide into turn 1. And then halfway round the lap, Legends, who originally had the lead, had to cut the chicane, outbraked himself, and then took it back. Good stuff from
well, so far,
as well.
Ben, Legends, and Cornish, they've all shown some good pace.
Mm-hmm. Well, before that safety car, that second before it, Ben and Legends have got about 6-7 tenths gap to Cornish. Even Legends had a run out of the final corner as well. Couldn't use it. All very much boy. This is a repeat of last week, because last week, until things happened, it was all building up. It was basically a six-way scrap for the lead, Millsy, before, scheduled pit stops.
Yeah.
And the safety car glitch basically took out 3 of them.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's never fun, that.
No. Never like glitches. Everybody else warming their tyres. Cornish is just staying in a straight line, like what Raikkonen did in Abu Dhabi. Down into turn 1. How many views have we got at the moment? 17, apparently, according to my thing, which is a little bit lower, but thank you everyone for watching so far. Just at the start of this, so a long way to go to see who can get the points. Yeah, Olfen saying Hobnobovic doesn't need a pit yet. Indeed, him as well. So Hobnobovic and Hudson, be interested if they can be consistent on those hards, Millsy. As long as they don't drop off too bad. If they still have the gap to the guys in front.
They just need to make sure that they warm these tyres up really well, and they should be alright. Because like you said, it's hard to pass here, so...
I mean, they'll be under attack. towards the end of the race. They managed to get in front, but as you say, trap position. They're going to be in this lap, I reckon.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
safety car in this lap.
Alright, so when is Ben going to go? Let's restart. I would say last corner.
Yeah,
It'll be halfway around the last corner and then floor it. See when Ben decides to go. Legends right. Oh, he's doing it for Verstappen. Look at him. Right alongside.
Of course he will, because Ben's a Verstappen lover.
Yep. No. Legends is the Verstappen. He's going right alongside, trying to put him off. Oh, Ben's leaving it very close. He didn't go halfway around the line. Oh, it's really spread out. It's caught out Cornish. Sturridge just got him on the inside. It's really bunched the back up. And Sturridge is going to go for it. Up the inside of Cornish. Cornish trying to hold it. Oh, they're both sideways. They're still side by side.
Good start by Ben.
Yep, I'm on board with Quirky. Still side by side in turn 3. Oh, how close. I think Sturridge is going to edge it. Yes, he does. So Ben's restart has caught out Cornish and Sturridge is into third.
That was a great fight though through the first sector.
Considering Ben is trying to beat Sturridge, that actually
Ooh,
didn't really
Cornish almost
help
lost
himself,
it,
did it, that restart? Inadvertently. Will flood through the middle sector. Good start from Ben. Decent gap. Getting Sturridge
He's
to
got a
advantage.
3/10 cap.
Yeah. And just right up the gearbox. So they gap Sturridge a little bit from Cornish with that scuffle.
Definitely, yeah. 1.1, 1.2. Think we might be looking at a move here from Legends.
Yeah, Legends is
Ben's
very good
XL.
at last.
Ben's
No! He's going to disconnect any minute. Lagging. Yeah, Ben's gone. Ben's gone. Yeah.
Oh no.
Invite him back, please. It's going to be invite only.
Yeah.
Thank you. And this happened last week as well with Ben, and this is going to hurt. This is going to massively hurt. Sturridge is in second. Oh, and hopefully this doesn't cause too many issues. Now this is my season-long debate.
Oh,
about
Ben's rejoined. Someone must have invited him.
It's been swamped. Everybody, AI. This is my season-long debate, Millsy, about whether having ghosting on or off, because
I think it's dangerous at places like this.
Oh,
Horizon, where were
off.
you going?
Ben retakes.
Ben's
He's been spun. There's absolutely
no damage though. No damage.
Horizon out. Horizon out. This could be, if it's a safety car. It is. That's saved. Well,
Ben's
I say
down
it's
to
saved
12.
BF1.
I don't think he's got wing damage. I don't know what Horizon was doing there. He was like a bull in a china shop. All over the place.
Sorry guys, I'm going to have to block those two. That has absolutely destroyed Ben's race, but the fortunate thing is, safety car is in, and
He can go on hard now to the end.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised there's not more.
I'm surprised that there's not more pitting.
So the top 7 have not pitted. This helps. This actually helps.
Sounds, but yeah.
I was going to say it helps
Cornish.
Hobnomovich, yeah.
Well, everyone that's on hards. Because if they pit now, they're just going to fall behind Ben and the hard runners.
Yeah. Yeah, this is massive for Hobnomovich, really, because it helps. Because I said, anybody that went onto the hards in the first safety car, as long as they keep the gap, they should be alright. I mean, they'll be under attack, of course, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to overtake around here anyway, so...
So Hobnomovich... Pigeon has pitted also, but he pitted on medium. The mediums can't go... mediums can't go to the end, right? So... he has to pit. So those that can go to the end, Hobnomovich is leading that.
Yes.
And you've got Cornish, Hudson, then a May.
And if anything, this helps Hobnob more.
Mm-hmm.
Just to save us out a little bit.
Yeah.
Whilst everyone in front of him needs to pit again.
Anybody else going to pit now? Because it'll be another lap at least.
Nah, they've missed their opportunity to pit, surely.
Yeah.
So guaranteed to the back.
All going very close. Going very, very close. Matty pits.
Is that his first pit? Is he doing the cheeky?
It's his second pit.
Okay, so he's gone back onto mediums. Should be a fresh set of that.
Crazy Fish and Cornish overtaking each other. Don't know what's going on there. You got to feel sorry for Ben because yes, he's pitted, but he's lost a heap load of track position when he was fighting for the lead.
Yep. It's very unfortunate for him.
It's been happening the last few weeks as well. Last few races I've noticed he has dropped off and then come back in again. Hopefully that doesn't ruin his championship charge.
Maybe he needs to have a connection test.
Etc. etc.
Yep.
Is it 9:10 for you?
Yep, 9:10.
It's gone by really quick. I swear. I feel like this is our second safety car. I would think it'd be like almost 9:30 by this point.
Well, we got through qualifying quite quick. Safety car in this lap.
Yeah.
In Q2
right,
and Q3, we never did the full amount.
Oh, of course.
Oh, no, sorry, we did in Q3.
Didn't do Q1 either.
Exactly.
Yeah, we skipped through qualifying, that's why. Alright. Stowage versus
Just
Legends.
saying that, we're only on lap 10.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not a minute per lap, is it? We normally start the race at 9. Anyway, Stowage versus Legends. So, we've seen a Ben restart. What's a Legends restart going to be? Oh, it's before last corner. He's gone. He's gone, and oh, they're both sliding. We're back underway. Who's going to be behind it? Sliverin, who's actually challenging Quirky Turtle down into turn 1. Going to make it, go for the lunge right on the outside.
Oh, touching.
Quirky moved across a little bit, trying to defend a position. Moving across again.
Ooh.
Oh, that was close, but Sliverin backs out of it.
Yep. Grant's just sitting there watching this.
Right, so these mediums, and no matter a lot of them would have started on them, they've probably got another 6, 7 laps ish.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe more actually, because I mean, this is our second safety car, so that's 6 laps under safety car. So in theory, these tires have only done 5 push laps, really. Sliverin was the first penalty.
Lap 11, although we haven't had much racing, but lap 11 is the first penalty. Cornish is now right behind Hobnomovich. Remember, Hobnomovich is the highest that those that don't need a pit. For those behind him, although Crazy Fish needs to pit again and he's in the middle of it, all those on hards, they don't need a pit. They can go to the end.
Come on, Mr. Hobnob. See some great defending.
Not that we have anything against Cornish.
I'm about to find out.
Legends has gapped Stowage a little bit, not under any pressure. Stowage won't be under pressure on Quirky.
So Legends is just flirting with that 1 second gap.
Yeah, Cornish is the closest to Hobnomovich. Closest battle on track at the moment, all within a second of each other.
Those hards are very unstable at the moment, especially for Cornish at the moment.
I think he realises think Cornish realises the position he's in. As Grunty has overtaken Slytherin. What's going on? Grunty going off.
Gone off. Hello?
That damage?
What's just happened there? No damage.
Must have had an altercation between each other.
Seen it from behind. I just seen Grunty go off.
A train of cars here now, right behind Slytherin. Slytherin's nearly 3 seconds off the top three. You can't keep up with them.
I mean, he is on 12 lap old tyres, but saying that, so the three in front of him.
Yeah, it doesn't have the pace of the front three. Maybe a little bit of a mistake. Oh no, of course, that thing with Grunty, whatever happened.
Oh, tornado. Almost lost the back end running on the outside of the curb at the exit turn 1. So Pigeon, he's sitting not in a bad position in 5th with 9 lap old mediums.
Yeah.
So those have hardly had any racing on them, really.
Yeah, so he needs to use that advantage, but got to get by Slytherin and then catch the top three.
It's hard around here.
Slytherin defending nicely.
This is a place where you need to wait for your opponent to make a mistake or really force one.
Oh, Cornish, the understeer. Oh!
Oh!
I saw that. I was bracing myself for a Mercedes to embed itself in the tire wall.
As I say, he was flirting with the barrier, that was for sure.
Not comfortable at all, Tornado. Maybe he had a qualifying ban from last week.
Here we
It's
go.
probably a little bit.
I'm getting on Pigeon because he should have DRS now. Yep. DRS overtake on Pigeon, maybe. Slytherin's burning ERS. Pigeon's got double his, though. Easy overtake.
Oh no!
He spun
Contact!
Slytherin!
Slytherin was looking for the switchback, and look at this, free wide into turn 3. Cornish trying to ballsy move on the outside of Pigeon. He's got
they're
it.
built of steel.
Wow, I think Slytherin was trying to go for the cutback, and Pigeon was having absolutely none of it. Two locked together, and now Cornish is the highest of those that don't need to pit, and he's got a car in between him and Hobnomovich.
Cornish ain't just nowhere, little dancing fairy.
Jeez. Shock horror, he's got no time penalties yet.
I don't know. That's twice he's gone wide there, so.
Yeah. I don't know how he's not.
I don't know.
He secretly put it on reduced rather than.
Yeah, secretly.
Yeah. I mean, I say secretly, we can't check, but I don't think he has. Slytherin get any damage out of all that?
I don't think
Been
so.
ruffled
I just had
anyway.
a look at his car and he hasn't got no damage. Or visual damage, but I mean, he needs to pit anyway. I'll have a look, see if he changes his win.
Cornish gets by Tornado down the straight. Tornado's tyres seem to have dropped. Well, he just doesn't have the pace because Cornish is now into 4th and he's only 6.5 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, wing change. He must have got wing damage. I mean, he did clout Sturridge pretty hard.
Right, so, and Sturridge is now half a second behind Legends. Legends had a little bit of a gap. Sturridge has brought it back. Both around the same ERS, so maybe Sturridge has a little bit more pace at this point, just before they pit. But again, Cornish is 6.5 seconds. When these guys pit, they'll be, what's the pit stop? At least 13 seconds behind Cornish.
Yeah.
At least.
Tornado for a second. I mean, Cornish is in a great position here. Ooh. Let me have a look what I've got. Gap to leader. So Cornish is only 6.4 seconds from the leaders.
He's maintaining the gap, actually.
Yeah, he is.
But there he is, coming out the final corner. He's going to be miles ahead when these guys pit. Fastest lap of the race.
He's got those tyres up to the nice temperature now.
What's he on?
He's on hards.
No.
What?
Was he eating? Was he drunk?
Probably had his porridge.
Was he hacked?
Probably
the great
had his
thing
iron brew,
for
actually.
Well, the great thing for him, he's got now Tornado and Pigeon in between his nearest technical rival, which is Hobnomovich at the moment. He's just pulling away.
I mean,
He's also got Ben in there.
Even Ben's only 10.2, 10.3 seconds off the leader, so even he's going to be ahead. I mean, Ben's still looking at P4. I know that's not P1 where he was, but
yeah,
you've got to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah, but the bigger the gap that those that don't need to pit have, the more of a chance they have. I mean, they're still going to get caught at the end.
And you got to remember, when the others pit, they're going to get fresh air. But everyone's going to get fresh air, and that's when we'll see the true pace.
Here's my fault as well.
Cornish is actually catching.
Legends' pit.
Yep.
Now, I was going to think... Our tyres, yeah. I was going to think... Because, yeah, here comes Legends. He's going to be miles back. On the same compounder tyre. Yeah, they're going to be fresher, but... How far back is he?
I mean, are they hoping for another safety car?
8 seconds. I mean, we'll see how far it messes up. Yeah, it's going to be on fresher tyres, but my fault was...
Legends was in the lead, wasn't he? So the pit stop's only 19 seconds here.
Yeah. Look at the gap he has. He's his fresher tyres, yeah, but he's got all those cars to pass to maybe then catch Cornish, who he's... What's that, 15 seconds behind?
Yeah.
I was going to maybe think, could now these two Williams boys...
I mean, Legends. I just want to put out there, Legends has already caught Matty by nearly 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, they're battling is the other thing.
I mean, that's what I mean. And that means he's catching Hudson, Ben.
Depends how quickly you can get through these guys.
That train ahead leads all the way up to Mr. Hobnob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could Sturridge and Quirky stretch their tyres to get to softs? Or would they have to go on hard as well?
That is definitely a possibility. I'm sure if you can get these mediums to like 25, you could probably get the softs to the end.
And then maybe they could have the pace to come back through.
Maybe. But they're going to need space. Clean air.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's holding that back up? You got Tornado at the moment holding up a massive train from...
Oh, is that for his teammate, you reckon?
10th. That's a good possibility. I mean, Legends is catching really fast. Caught well over a second.
Yeah. I mean, Legends is one of the quickest in this division. Not by a lot, but compared to, say, like these guys, they're kind of like the mid-pack.
I mean, I don't think Tornado is holding them up, because, I mean, Cornish isn't exactly running away from him as such. And Tornado is on 18-lap-old mediums. They're going to feel absolutely awful.
Fastest lap of the race for Legends, which is 3/10 quicker than Cornish's fastest time.
I'm going to watch Tornado, see what he's up to.
Keep an eye on both of these Williams, because they're not pitting yet. Are they trying what I suggested? To go to softs?
Can be an interesting one.
You'd have to get the 25, you say?
Yeah, I'd say
can't
so.
pit any earlier.
10 laps on soft. I mean, you can take like softs like 7 laps at the start of the race. I'd say give it a good couple of laps more with low fuel and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say easy 10.
Yeah, because they pit now, they're going to be behind Legends. Quirky pits.
I mean, if they can get... Yeah, Quirky pits, so he's going to go on hards.
They're going to be massively undercut by Legends.
Yeah.
Massively. They've left it far too late.
I mean, Legends has caught Matty by about 3-4 seconds.
Yeah. still on the back of them, and he's only got 15 laps left. Rocky pits, and he's miles behind Legends. Miles. So when Sturridge pits, it's going to be the same. So the only chance he's got of, say, re-overtaking Legends is feel the pain now, but then get softs, and he'll be miles quicker than anybody else.
Or just keep going to and hope for a safety car.
Oh yeah, safety car would change everything.
Look at that pack. If I was Sturridge, I would be looking at that massive pack and thinking, there's going to be an incident eventually. That's what I would be thinking. Clean air. I can just keep going until I actually really, really have to.
Gamble, though.
Yeah, it's a gamble, but as soon as all these fast cars get to that pack, what are they going to do then? They lose all their speed. They lose every advantage they've got over Sturridge.
Pack is stuck. Pack is completely stuck. Who's to say?
Placing his car perfectly.
Who's to say when Legends does catch up to these guys? Because he will. Oh, yellow flag, slivering.
Sliver.
Oh, he nearly triggered it.
Sliver in there. Me. Ah, no wing.
He nearly triggered a safety car. Very nearly. Yeah, so who's to say when Legends catches up to this pack, he's actually going to pass them because
exactly he
are
won't.
Stuck.
He won't because they're all stuck. So then he's just going to start wearing his tyres out. And Sturridge has been league racing for a long time. He knows this.
I'll tell you the people that are really and truly stuck now. Tornado, Pigeon, and Crazy Fish. Because they'll have to bid at some point. They'll have to bid at some point, and yeah, they could be miles off the back.
There's a 10-second gap now from Tornado to Sturridge. So Sturridge just needs to keep pushing to build that gap.
He's definitely going to softs. He would have pitted by now.
He might as well go another 4 laps.
Yeah. If he pits now, he's where Quirky is, and likelihood is because of the track and their pace is like almost identical. He's not going to pass Legends.
Oh no.
Good Cornish though. Dare I say it?
Lucky bugger.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
What?
He's in the position. He's in a
position.
position.
He's in a position to win, definitely.
Barring nothing happens. Safety car changes everything. Mistake by Cornish, obviously, changes everything. So it's all down to him.
If a safety car comes out after Sturridge pits, then Cornish is laughing. But yeah, if a safety car comes out now, then Sturridge technically should come out still first.
I haven't seen a pack for a long time like this, like not change, like at all. Like the same cars in the same position. Legends is there now. Within a second, and his first target's Matty, who may or may not need to pit actually on 11 lap tyres.
11 lap.
11 lap mediums.
Sturridge is on 22 laps.
I mean, they'll be god awful by the end.
Yeah, they will.
I think though he has to stay out for his only chance of points. Or anything, actually. Because if he pits, there's just no chance.
Pigeon's got to run on Tornado. He's going to the outside.
Finally!
Nope. Cut back maybe? Yeah, nope.
No.
Or run on
maybe
again,
go.
though.
Didn't use the RS though.
Thing is though, in this situation, if he puts himself in a sticky situation to overtake and it goes wrong, then he's potentially going to lose spots. I mean, look what happened to Grunty earlier. He went off and went from what, 4th or 5th to 12th.
Yeah, he's now 22 seconds off points.
Yeah.
Oh, Legends is almost pushing Matty through.
I mean, Cornish really isn't catching Sturridge
Because
that
Legends.
much.
Oh. Matty's holding it.
Oh, Legends.
I think he's got him.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought Matty went into the back of him then. Woo!
gutsy pass from Legends. Nearly lost the car as he went for it because he turned on the ERS at the end of that middle sector.
It's moves like that you need to do around here. Otherwise, you're just going to sit in this train until the end of the race.
As much as people don't like it, sometimes you can have your elbows out.
Yeah.
Oh, where's
love
Hobnomovich
it.
going? Crazy thing.
Go on,
Hobnomovich
Hobnob.
opened the door. Hobnob opened the door for Crazy Fish. Crazy Fish was almost had it. Again, though, Tornado is doing
What is
bits.
a Hobnobbich? Is it a thing or a name or
I don't.
what?
I don't know.
Is it even a word? Let me check.
Hobnomovich. I don't know. The thing is, it's not a B, is it? It's an M. Was it Hobnomovic? Oh, Legends is all over the back of Ben here, as well, who still can't find a way past Hudson. It's just starting to get a little bit feisty, this pack now. Sturridge pits. Lap 24 should get Softs to the end. He must be going to Softs. The only thing he's got now. This pack's getting a little bit feisty. People going for moves now. Sturridge comes out behind his teammate. Oh, Legends. This is breaking him completely. Open the door for Matty to come back. But no. Oh.
Yeah, it's not even a word.
Okay. Right, so Sturridge, he's 3 seconds behind his teammate now. His teammate's not going to hold him up. And then, there he is. He's just come down the hill there. So, he's not that far off, actually.
No, it's not that far. Whoa! Legends got a bit squirmy coming out there.
You see what I mean about this pack? It's now getting a little bit more feisty.
It will do. Every lap it gets down close to the last lap. To the
yeah, because people's annoyance of like, I can't get past this guy.
Yeah.
Just
and
gets
also,
stronger.
People will be getting more frustrated, definitely.
Oh. And they're going to know that a very fast Sturridge on soft tyres is catching them like half a second every corner by the looks of it.
My question is, when's Tornado pitting? Or does he have to pit?
Fish pits.
Crazy Fish is in.
Legends on the back of Ben, and Ben is pulling away. So Legends is on the less worn rubber, but now he's stuck in the train.
Yep.
And in the lead.
So where does Sturridge come out? So that Sturridge came out 3 seconds behind Legends.
So here's the question. So Legends is
because
on
of the train.
Yeah, Legends is on fresher tyres. He's made his way past Matty, but now seems to be stuck in this behind Ben and Hudson.
I don't know. Once he gets the opportunity, he's got the grip to make moves the way you don't normally make moves.
But what about Sturridge?
I'm going to jump on. Yeah, Sturridge. Saying that, I'm going to jump on board with him.
One at a time. Soft tyres. Get that extra little bit of confidence. As Severin retires in the pits, he was miles back. So
But remember, there's still 1, 2, potentially 3 more people to pit ahead of Sturridge. And
this will spread out the gap.
Yeah, there you go.
Tornado pits. The cork in the bottle has been released.
Yeah, but I mean, look at all the people now. Look at their tyres behind him.
Oh, Severin's AI car do not get in the way.
Ooh.
Sturridge is now on the back of the train.
Easy
going to put up a fight.
move round the outside of Quirky.
What an overtake! What a move! And meanwhile,
he should carve through this pack easy.
In the lead, Millsy, penalty free, with a 9-second gap, is Mr. Cornish. Lucked out or not, he's got a gap.
At the inside? Nope.
Miles ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. Got Sturridge all over the back of Matty. Oh, someone's gone on with Ben.
Yeah, Legends and Ben. Ben's getting a bit flustered. Well, this oh, Matty! He got caught on the curb.
The problem is, as well, with this pack, one penalty. 1 free second time penalty. And you're done.
I'm amazed that only Tornado has one. Yeah.
There you go, Mr. Jinx. Wait for it. You know for a fact that a lot of these drivers have got like 2 wardens. Oh, Matty!
Yeah.
That should be an easy move.
Star just gone. Star just got him.
Yeah, Matty lost the back end.
Right.
Looks like...
This is all up to Sturridge how high he gets. All his Legends. He's sideways.
So Legends and Sturridge meet again.
If you're Sturridge right now, you're licking your lips, aren't you?
Oh yeah. There's so many people in front of him that are like way slower. He's just waiting for that opportunity to get around.
This whole pack of cars, one mistake, and it's gone. Completely gone.
I mean, this pack is all the way up to 3rd.
Because now you've got a Pigeon on 24 lap mediums who must be struggling. Sturridge has got to be careful here, though. He's got the grip.
He almost went into the back of Legends.
Got to be. Oh, whoa! Legends is desperate to get by Ben. He needs a car between him and Sturridge.
Definitely.
Just gonna get a little bit. Oh, he thought about it.
That was close.
That would have been so brave.
I'm on with Legends now.
Just all behind Pigeon. Pigeon is bottling them all up.
Legends had 10% ERS.
Hobnobovic for 3rd. No, for 2nd, sorry. Oh. One slight misbreak and your wing damage, and that's it. No points. He's got to be so careful. Oh, Sturridge! Oh!
Fucking hell.
He's got to be patient.
Sorry for the weird noises going on here.
I know, that could have ended so horribly. He was lucky to catch the car.
Especially
that
on
29. That 29 of 35. Cornish leading by 11 seconds. Oh, it's Legends! Legends has lost it. This is the chance for Sturridge. Off the inside.
Oh,
He's got him.
Oh.
Oh, Legends caught the curb ever so wrongly. And that's all the invitation Sturridge needed.
Sturridge doing it for the Germans.
Yeah, 3 more to go.
Ah, Grundy. Oh, he's back in 12th.
Yeah. Right, so next target for Sturridge is his now nearest championship rival, Mr. Ben, and he nearly hits the back of him as Ben's more focused on Hudson in front.
What they need to do is just start saving the RS and just go for a push on the last 2 laps or something.
How is Pigeon not pitted? Oh,
if he
Sturridge
takes
very
those mediums,
close. Don't do it again.
Laps,
Oh, Ben's gone wide. Ben's gone wide. Sturridge's got him.
He's fighting it on the outside.
Open up the steering, Ben. Oh,
squeeze the Sturridge off.
He did.
But well within the rules.
It's all about championship, isn't it?
Yep.
Sturridge knows if
Ben's in 6th. Who's in the lead against Sturridge?
Sturridge was by 6 points, so if it ends like this, it will be 4 points.
Oof.
But if Sturridge gets by, it gets 10 points.
Ben should have got a warning then.
Hippo saying in the chat, Sturridge versus Ben, what can go wrong? A lot. A lot, actually.
Yeah.
So many. I don't want it to end in tears, but this is a feisty battle. How is Pigeon not pitting?
Look at the gap that Cornish has on Hobnob.
I mean...
Sturridge is right up Ben's gearbox.
Oh, surely. No, we can't get the drive. The speed of the Ferrari.
Sturridge has got less CRS. Send it up the inside. Late break.
Going for it.
Beautiful.
Hudson on Pigeon as well.
Drive.
How does he not get the drive out of it? Oh, Ben!
Oh.
No! Oh. Ben's in the back of Pigeon.
He went into storage as well.
Got damage for Sturridge. Sturridge and Legend side by side. Oh, this is a fast move. Someone's got to yield. Someone's got to yield. Side by side. How are they not?
God,
Sturridge
Sturridge.
still there. Still side by side. Surely someone. No. What are you doing? Legends. Oh, he's got him.
Oh my God! At last.
Oh my word. Oh, and Ben spun again. Now, what do you think that was from Ben? Was he paying? Oh, as Quirky's just lunged.
I don't want to comment on it because I didn't fully see it. I was on board with Sturridge. Sturridge was on his outside, and what I saw Ben make contact with Pigeon, I think it was, maybe. Or...
Yeah, my initial reaction to that is he was paying attention to Sturridge.
Yeah, not
and just
ahead.
got missed. And just got, well, maybe he was looking ahead. He just got missed behind the fact that Pigeon's maybe slowed down a little bit more earlier because he was battling with Hudson. Very unlucky.
Oh, Cornish. Oh,
Cornish!
He's got a 12-second lead though.
Don't start it though.
And we can't get a safety car now.
I mean, yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
One lap safety car.
No, if there's 3 laps left, the safety car can't come out.
Oh.
I think the minimum you can only have is like 2 laps under the safety car, I think.
Feel really sorry for Ben. He's probably going to be really, really gutted with himself. I mean,
he drove a good race if it weren't for the disconnects, you know. And
I mean, he'd recovered. He'd recovered amazingly. To be in that position, fighting with his championship rival, and yeah, he's retired. He'll be back. I mean, if Sturridge ends up in 6th, he's not lost a lot. It's not as if Sturridge is winning, right?
No. I think Sturridge might get 5th.
I don't think he is.
Why did Sturridge just let Quirky pass?
Has he got a little bit of damage?
He might have, because Sturridge literally just let off the throttle to let Quirky pass.
Ooh.
So
Legends has got by.
He's on hards. So I'm going to say Sturridge has got damage.
Must do. Because all of a sudden his pace dropped. Either that or his softs has gone. Which...
Not after 7 laps, surely.
No.
Not with low fuel.
All of a sudden it's dropped off.
Yeah, I think he's picked up damage.
Yeah. It's
Matt is
like
catching
that.
him and he's on 22 lap old mediums.
Yeah. How is Pigeon still out there on 29 lap mediums?
I don't know, but I'm watching him till the end of the race because his front tyres do not look nice.
They must be right on the edge of punch territory.
He's taking...
Quirky, I think, hit him.
I'd love to know what percentage his tyres are on.
Yeah. Lap 34. Ornish has a lap and a half. Doesn't need a push, and yep. Bye-bye. Pigeon says Quirky. I mean, Pigeon's got very low ERS. He's trying to get as much points as possible. Maybe trying to finish ahead of Sturridge. Legends design up a podium on Hudson with a lap and a half to go.
I mean, yeah, Hudson's having like 28 lap olds, so they're going to be feeling pretty dog shit.
30 lap hards for
Crazy
Obnomovich, who's in 2nd.
Ah. Grunty's pitted for softs, wants to go for the fastest lap.
Where did he take it off of?
I don't know.
Tornado at the moment. Who also did the same thing. Tornado was miles behind, like, that pack. He's now right at the back of it.
That's how slow they're running in this pack.
Meanwhile, Cornish has a lap to go. 13-second lead. He doesn't need a push at all. He can cruise to the flag. Lucked out or not, he's kept the gap. As meanwhile, Legends is going for Hudson, who is weaving about all over the place. That's a double move, I think. Legends. Oh, there was a small gap on the inside. He's going for it.
Oh,
Oh.
what a move!
If he might have got it, yes he is. He's onto the podium. Can he fend Hudson off? Retaliation, he's even got Hobnomovich, who's 14 lap older tyres.
Even Pigeon's getting past Sturridge on 31 lap old mediums.
He's defending.
Somehow.
Massive for Pigeon to keep behind it. You then got Tornadoes right behind as well. They're all bunching
these
up.
mediums 31 laps?
I don't know.
Ooh.
And he's battling. I need to jump.
If it was me, I'd be getting off those curbs.
I need to jump to Cornish, who's got a corner to go. Surely he can't drop it now. Well, I say that. Imagine if he hit the pit lane wall on the inside. But he's got it. So many times he's tried, but he has won a race this season. And he's won the Hungarian Grand Prix, round number 11. Hobnomovich, who's had a rough season so far, gets a very good position in second. Legends for his championship ends in third place. Hudson fourth, Quirky fifth.
How has Pigeon done that?
Pigeon sixth ahead of Sturridge, that could be massive. Matty 8th.
2 laps on mediums.
Crazy Fish 9th, and Tornado picks up the last point with Grunty, who never recovered after that. Whatever happened with him and I remember who it was going to finish home in the 11th place. Penalty free as well, Cornish. Who would have thought it?
No, he won't. He got 1 penalty.
Oh dear, he did get one. He did get one.
Oh, 1 second.
He's won it.
Get me a drink.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's gone as well. Well, one thing I would say, it's made up for last week, I think. A lot of intense battling, a lot of good moments. A lot of moments that could, at the end of it, if this is a close championship, which it is, could decide it. I don't know what the situation is going to be. My maths are failing me right now, but Pigeon and Legends finishing ahead of Sturridge could be interesting. Help them on a little bit.
All in all, that was a good race.
Very good.
Very action-packed. Few questionable moves.
Matty on 3 stops finishes 8th.
Overall, it was a great race.
Yeah. Hornis has done it in the McLaren with the victory. Hobnomovich second after taking that early gamble on the hard tyres. Legends third, then Hudson, Quirky, Pigeon, Sturridge, Matty, Crazy Fist and Tornado. Grunty in 11th. 11 finished out of 17, so bit tough for some, but
right. I need to invite Cornish.
Hobnomovich and Legends.
Yep.
A bit of maths while we're waiting.
Legends. Invite sent.
Oh, my audio might not work because I'm streaming. Can they hear me?
Don't stream.
Or do I have to leave?
I can hear you.
Take the stream off.
You
Yeah,
lucky
I've just
bugger.
turned it off, but I don't know if they'll be able to hear me.
How did you lock yourself into that one?
Mate,
He
when I-
smirks, does it all?
we'll get into it in a minute, but I was swearing after I came out of the pit because I was annoyed with myself. But yeah, we'll get onto that.
Where did Pigeon finish?
P6.
I'm trying to do maths.
I don't know how he took them mediums 32 laps.
Wait, where did Legends finish?
6. So that's 8 points, isn't it? Wow. So provisionally, with those results, I believe Storage have been in the lead on 110. Legends on 106. And Pigeon on 105. When Ben on 98. And who else is in there? I don't know the rest, but yeah, that's closed it up massively once again.
I don't think Hob joins for race interviews, by the way.
Oh,
No,
he's shy.
I'll tag him.
Make sure in the chat actually. How many people have got left in the chat? Chat, can you still hear? Can you hear Cornish? No response is always satisfying. Let me turn up my own. Let me turn up my own stream. Let me turn up my own stream.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sweet.
No, they can't hear you, Cornish.
Nah, they're not missing much anyway. No bite is a bite.
Well, I don't think we're going to hear Cornish, unfortunately.
Oh no,
it's just
they
a
can
shame.
hear me. They can hear me.
They can?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let's start then. Millsy, I'll leave this up to you. Who do you want? Do you want Legends or do you want Cornish?
You can have Cornish.
On in.
So,
Oh, thank you. I feel so privileged. Carry on.
so Legends, how did your race go in your own words?
Kind of frustrating, to be honest with you. I double guessed myself whether I should pit or not under the safety car, and because I didn't know how long the hards went. I didn't know if they would last or not, so I ended up just staying out. And then, yeah, when I did eventually pit, came out in free air, but obviously that was the tornado train up ahead, and
We did mention that.
It just, yeah, there's not really many opportunities to overtake around here in the first place, and then when you have, several cars in a DRS train, like, and you're at the back of it, and I was running relatively high downforce too, so it was painful to say the least. Just watching my entire race just kind of, slip down the drain. But I had good pace. I mean, I can't complain ending up on the podium at the end of it. It was some pretty. I mean, I didn't drive perfectly. I made quite a few mistakes, to be honest with you. But it was some fun battles with a few people. Obviously, Ben spam, which was unfortunate. Luckily, I was managed to avoid him. And then as soon as Tornado pit and the gap started opening up a little bit, I was able to make my way through the cars ahead, and the last 2 laps I was pushing as hard as I can to see if I could get B2, but Hobnomovich was just a little bit too far, unfortunately. And obviously Cornish, you got the strategy right, so props to him. I mean,
apparently he was angry with himself when he came out of the pits after he pitted, but apparently we're going to hear about that in a minute.
Yeah, but now you got the strat right, and at the end of the day, that can win your races.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But I mean, where are we at next week? Because I haven't even done Hungary yet.
Belgium.
Nice.
Your thoughts on Belgium? I hate the bloody track.
I used to really like it. I used to think it was a really fun track, and then they added in the little auto spin corner in the chicane, so not so fun anymore. I actually barely touched it on this game, that track, so I don't even have a clue how I'll do, or if my pace will be any good. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, because I think I'll spin around that corner a few times and it'll just make me super depressed.
I hate a Rouge, to be quite honest. It's the only corner I'm actually hate on this game. But no, I feel your pain. But I mean, while being on second place and you had a great race, I mean, we did say that when you pitted that your pace was really good, but unfortunately you had to train ahead. So, hoping that you can, well, capitalise the same again this week as next week, maybe get on the podium. So, do you think you can get on the podium, or?
Like I said, honestly, I don't know. I need to do the track, and then I'll be able to see if how quick I am. But oh no, I'm not very confident with the whole auto spin curve, so I'll just have to practice and see if see how it goes. Really, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you, and well done on your P2. So, I'll pass it over to Brundle, or whatever you're called now, Brundle.
Call me whatever you like. No, don't
Okay.
start that. Actually,
Okay, Daddy.
no.
It's over to you, Daddy.
Opening myself up. That's what happens. Word on Legends on just one thing. Did you see? Obviously, you were right behind the storage and anything in the turn 3. Obviously, believe that all to the stewards, etc., etc. But that could be interesting for your championship. And as I said, it all closes up because you're now 6 points behind storage. Got Pigeon in between, who's 5 points behind. So massive. So yeah, it could be interesting next few weeks.
Yeah. I didn't get a good look at it. I was just kind of concentrating on my braking zone. But I don't know. It looked like they were kind of side by side, and then I don't know exactly. Like I said, I don't know exactly what happened. But Ben span, and he was kind of in the middle of the track. Luckily, he rolled backwards. Otherwise, I was gonna be like I would have had nowhere to go. So I was kind of fortunate in that respect. Yeah, no, it's never nice. I didn't want him to crash out or anything because we're having a good little battle. I mean, it's like, I was frustrated being in the train, but it was still a good fight. And in terms of the championship, I don't know where I'll be because obviously this is only provisional results, right? So who knows what will happen when the series reports and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll take the podium after the shenanigans last week.
Oh yeah,
so
way better than last week.
Yeah, that's what I said in the Mercedes chat. Like, I'll be kind of happy with the podium. After what happened last week. So, yeah, I'm happy, I guess. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. You ready for the smugness, gentlemen? Mr. Cornish?
Yes, Daddy.
You
Ooh,
great.
Daddy.
You finally done it, Cornish, after so much trying, so many corner cutting. You even got a penalty tonight, but through the facts now. Petronas said that you lucked into this. I would say you kind of lucked into this as well. Let's not beat around the bush. Safety car, pitted on to the hards and so on. But you still had to get your head in that pack of cars, when the safety car came. Yeah. I was trying to think of the phrase. I got mixed up. You still had to be in the middle of all that. You kept your head. You made your moves, got the gap, and maintained it. And yeah, the rewards are there, despite the penalty that you did get, because of course you did get one.
Inevitable.
But yes, massive for yourself, isn't it? Because you've had not the best of luck. I was hoping to speak to Hob Nomovic as well, because he's kind of in the same situation. But yeah, top step of the podium, first win. Is there going to be more to come after this, or is this just going to be the one, Mr. Cornish?
Right. Well, firstly, last week it was me and Legends that got mostly ruined by last week. So Karma's come back, which is nice. And yeah, if we start with quali, in Q3, obviously it was raining. I just filled up the car and just put 9 laps of fuel in it and just went round. And that was the right decision because on the very last lap, the grid just massively improved, and I somehow managed to jump up into third, which I wasn't expecting. So yeah, really happy with my qualifying. And then at the start of the race, obviously it was Legends and Ben. It was the slowest first lap I think I've ever seen in my life, because Ben and Legends were just battling with each other all over the place. And I was just trying to be as careful as possible from behind. Obviously, we went 3 abreast into the first corner, which is always scary. So I backed out of that, and then just tried to be careful, and then just got my head down. And obviously, we had the first safety car, and when that came out, I was debating whether I should pit or not. But I thought, because my original strat was to go medium hards, pit on lap 13, go hards to the end. But after the first safety car, I thought that I would try and stretch, go for the medium soft, because it's going to be an easy to do now, and theoretically it's the fastest strat. So I'd settled into that. And then when the second safety car came out, I don't know. Something in my head was just going, "Oh, fuck it! I know I can get the yards to the end. Let's just see." And as soon as I came out of the pits, I was in 10th, and I was fuming with myself because I was thinking, "Why have I come?" Because there was people ahead of me who had pitted in the first safety car onto mediums, which could get to the end. And so I was just behind all these cars, thinking, "What have I done? This track is really difficult to overtake at. I'm an absolute numpty." And then I'm not going to lie, I got really lucky. Obviously, I was able to get past a couple of people just down the DRS straight. And then in 2 corners, I think I got past 4 people, because Pigeon and Slytherin had like a little incident on turn 1. And then I also got past Tornado, and then I think Hob as well. So literally, I just was careful and managed to go around the outside of it all and avoid it. And then I was in clean air with free, with only Legends and Sturridge and Quirky ahead. So I just got my head down, pulled the gap, and then managed to get like a 9-second gap. And so at that point, I then just took it really, really easy. Didn't use any ERS, just tried to stay away from the track limits. And yeah, because this track is almost impossible to overtake at, it worked. So yeah, it was lucky. It was lucky that strategy worked, because I was determined to do the same strat as Sturridge, and it didn't work out for him, did it? So, but yeah, delighted, absolutely delighted, because I think in F2, this is my first win in F2, official win, but I think it's the 5th time I've crossed the finish line first. Just this time, I've not lost the position due to pen. So yeah, delighted. I don't know if there'll be many more to come for the rest of the season, but I'll try. I've had a shit season. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've just doubled my points for the whole season, so maybe this is the start of actually getting some. Yeah, I'm on 25, so yeah, I've doubled my points. So hopefully I can just be a bit more consistent and just be a bit more sensible, because yeah, I've had a bit of a shocker so far.
And that description was longer than the race, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Alright.
I pride myself. To be fair, it's quite a long question Hunt asked, so I have to answer it. All the bits he asked.
You think I'm long-winded? I was just
to be fair, at least we've not got Alco in this here anymore. He would go on forever.
Oh, Alco! I want Alco back.
Yeah, Malibu man.
Right. Try and make this response shorter. If I can make it shorter, you can as well. Belgium next week. What's your thoughts?
I've hardly driven it, if I'm honest, and I'm very nervous about certain people's setups, because I've heard many things go on about people's straight line speeds. So I don't know whether we're all going to be forced to go for like a really low wing. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've never
need something for corners.
Yeah,
Can't go that low.
But the thing is, because that track is, again, you can only really overtake on that track on the straights. So if you've got a low enough wing to make it impossible for people to pass you, you can then hold them up during the corners. So I think
you got Eau Rouge though.
Potentially, we'll see. But I've never historically done well at Spa, so we never know.
The way I see it with this game, if you run a low wing, you're going to be very nervous around Eau Rouge and Radion.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it, or the way I've learned.
I've not done any practice, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Good luck for Belgium next week. Hopefully, as Martin Whitmarsh, the other one, can't think of his name. Millsy, McLaren bosses. Not Whitmarsh. Not Whitmarsh, the other one.
Zach Brown.
There. Oh, the old one. They used to be in charge.
Ah, was it
Can't
ourselves
think of
his
his
name?
name.
Ron.
Who knows?
Ron
Dennis?
Ron Dennis.
Ron Dennis, because he said to Kovalainen, ironically, at this track actually, first of many.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Kovalainen never won another race. So
Well, don't say
There you
that, please.
first
Please
of many,
don't say
Cordish.
Oh,
You're in a McLaren as well. It fits.
oh,
Fits.
Daddy.
Anyway,
Jinx.
good luck. Stop that. We're stopping that now. Good luck for Belgium next week. And
Thank you.
yeah, as you mentioned, you and Legends deserve the luck. It's been repaid. So now your luck's gone now. It's a clean slate from now on. You can't get any more good luck. It's been repaid from last week.
I've had enough bad luck for the whole season combined, so hopefully that's it now.
Don't think this levels out. Whatever. Anyway, well done on your win. Very well deserved. Good luck in Belgium next week.
Thank you.
Yes. Well done, F2. Great race, great drama, moments that could be interesting for the championship and so on. Could decide it. Or it's got a long way to go for it to be decided. Including these next few tracks coming up. Oh, cool. We are... Cornish, we are missing out Russia, aren't we?
Yes.
I don't think we've ever mentioned that on the stream.
So
yeah,
what we're
skipping
doing
over that.
is we're skipping Russia and just moving forward all the tracks a week, and then we've got a break week a couple of weeks after that when a real Formula One race clashes with one of us. So we've got a break week there. There'll be an announcement about some potential social things to do with that break week coming later.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, Belgium is next. The Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, a dangerous track to say the least, especially if it rains. The Eau Rouge Radion section, as well as the corner with no name, who won as well, and the last chicane, including a source hairpin at the first turn. Should be a fun week coming up next. Millsy, thank you for your company. That was a very good race, wasn't it?
No, thank you. I'm looking forward to next week. Watching loads of people die in a Rouge.
Radion,
let's be
actually.
honest. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, Radion.
But yeah, should be a fun one. And let's see what the next chapter can unfold for F2. Rest of this week, remember we've got the F5 tomorrow. We got F3 on Wednesday and F4 on Thursday. They got to write their story in Hungary as well. Let's see what happens of each of those days. 8 o'clock once again for all that. But until then, take care as always, and yeah, see you next time.
Bye.